Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Motorsport Manager. So it's race day, and I think I have the cars close to dialed in. I'm not so sure about Mustafa's car, but Alex Rogers' car is probably pretty darn close. We'll have to see. But let's go ahead and pick their perks here. So we're gonna go with race trim. We didn't get as good of a bonus as normal. It looks like we're going to have to do the super soft bonus for both because we didn't, unfortunately, get the soft perk. So you might as well take something, right? Now, car setup is where we're going to see. Okay, so we're okay with Roger's car. I'm still going to take a look at it. It's mostly the aero balance that we're not great on. So let's take a look at this. So maybe if we drop the speed balance just slightly, will be a little bit better. So that would be like that. I mean, this is a risk, obviously, do that. But I think that's a good call. It looks like that's more in the middle of the bar. So we'll go ahead and accept that. Tire choice. We'll have you go on super soft. So you got the bonus for it. Why not? Fuel option, that's good. Okay, so change the setup for Mustafa here. We're not far off with him. I'm afraid to change the speed balance because I don't know which way we need to go with it. What changes we need to make with the wing angle is going to be slight. But I think we just need to slightly pull it this way. On the other hand, maybe it needs pulled the other way. I'm not sure. But it's not going to be much of an improvement or a detractment either way we look at it. Tire choice, you're going to be on super softs. And we're good to go. So let's get to our driver strategy. We're going to put them on neutral until we kind of get a feeling for the track. And we'll start the race. We have, again, our conservative sponsor objective of 13th or above. We get $200,000. Weather forecast is sunny. And there's not projected to be any water on the track, at least for now. We have a little bit of grip, which will go up. Let's go ahead and start the race. Now, I expect Rogers to be a little bit further up, but Mustafa to be a little further back. So Mustafa was in 5th, now he's in 6th. Because he went up a little bit in driver standings. And Alex Rogers was in 11th, now he's in 8th because he dropped in driver standings. Makes his start better, but we'll have to see. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Alright, so right now we're neutral strategy. I'm actually going to go a little bit more aggressive here with oh, I want push. There we go. Mustafa's in 8th. Rogers in 9th. They're neck and neck. Alright, you can push your engine a little bit. So can you, honestly. Tire temperatures are a little low. We'll have you push as well. Nice slow bit here. We're going to have a straight that's probably going to make the difference for our cars. Rogers is in 5th. We'll be paying attention to him in the meantime. But our lack of top speed is going to hurt, I think, in this segment. Alright, we did gain a couple places, a few places there with Mustafa. Good move on his part. Rogers is maintaining position. Getting that heat back in the tires. So, pretty good. This is a big straight here, so we're going to maybe lose some positions here. Big pack behind Mustafa. He's going to have a hard time keeping his position. Alright, heat's starting to get in the tires. We're looking good. I might back off on the pushing for Rogers. Keep it going for Mustafa so he can maintain his lead. But at the moment, we're looking pretty good in this race. We're going to have the big push coming up soon, so we'll give Rogers... we'll give Mustafa here the boot. Tell him to boot his engine here. Here he comes. All right, he can back off. Although we do have another straight coming, so we'll tell him to kick it into gear there. All right, we'll back him off again. We can thrash our engine. All right, I'm seeing the tires cooling off here a little bit. Let's go have him push again. Looks like pushing is going to be the point to be at if we want to keep optimum temperature in these tires. Tire life doesn't look too bad. Some people are really thrashing their tires in behind us. Mustafa's coming in on Rogers, who's dropped down to 6th. Although Rogers is competing here for 5th. And here comes Mustafa taking 5th. It was brief though. Oh, there we go. 6th, not 5th. All right, so our drivers are sticking together pretty good. Tire life's looking good. Temperature's looking a little bit high here, so we'll tell them to back off a little bit. Fuel's looking good. This is a longer race, so we have to be mindful of that. Rogers is... we might have told Mustafa there to kind of thrash his engine a little bit. Ooh, big hit on Mustafa's tires there. Starting to get up in temperature on Rogers' tires. Tell him to back off a little bit here. We may need to pit Mustafa after this lap. Let's tell Mustafa to thrash his engine here. We're going to get him in and get some fuel in him. All right, it's time to set up the pit strategy. So Mustafa, you're going to pit. We're going to get you a new set of super softs. They seem to be doing just fine. We got around 5 laps on them. We're going to fill you up with fuel. Park condition, you should be fine. Pit strategy, nice balanced. Good for me, 10-second. Go ahead and pit. Rogers can stay out on his tires. We are having some people pit in the back. Some of these guys just absolutely thrash their tires, probably trying to be more aggressive than they needed to be to make up ground. So we're going to be watching Rogers here. We've backed him off a little bit on the aggressiveness in the corners. We've got him still aggressive in the straights. Mustafa, we have telling to just thrash his engine because he's going to be getting fuel here. Got a safety car coming out, so it's time to pit when you have a safety car. So we'll tell him to back off on fuel burning a little bit, and we'll get that pit in. Get you a new set of super softs, get you filled up with fuel, and you should be good on park conditions. Nice balanced pit. This is good timing for our pits. Means we won't lose much in the way of spots because now that safety car is out, people shouldn't be able to pass us too much. So let's continue here. Fast speed. Matter of fact, I might have been going at single speed there. So here we come in. Everybody's going to be pitting. This is the time to do it if you can. So we're in first with Rogers, 8th with Mustafa. Good pit from Rogers' team. Okay, we're to the safety car. It's time to back things off a little bit. So Mustafa didn't lose too many places. Everybody that Oh, somebody crashed, so that's what the safety car is all about. So the guy is in 20th, is out of the race. And we see him on the track. Guy in 19th is going to close things up here. This is the best position we've had in a race. When the safety car lets us go, we're going to probably want to burn some fuel here. All right, so the safety car is going to head to the garage. I don't know if that means another lap or not, so we're just going to be patient here. We get to conserve our tires a little bit. And our fuel. All right, I'm assuming this lap we're going to go. So when we get there, I'm going to tell him to flog it. Okay, we're almost there. All right, here we go. Flog that engine. Flog that engine. And you know what? Go ahead and be aggressive on the corners. Maintaining first. I don't know if we'll be able to manage that. We're in 7th with Mustafa here. Tires are getting a little warm. I might have him back off on the attack. I expect to lose first here. Go ahead and have him back off on the attack. Tires are getting really warm. All right, let's see if we can maintain first here. I'm going to flog the engine for these straights. I'm going to do the same thing here. Flog that engine. We got nice, reliable engines. Let's abuse them. All right, you can back off now. As can you. You're done with the straights. All right, we'll just let things relax here. Kind of let engines do their work. Got first and 6th. That's pretty good. Very pleased with that. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm amazed that we're doing this well. We took advantage of the safety car. All right, so Mustafa's having a little bit of mixing up there. But there's a big gap in between him and the rest of the pack. We've got 1 through 7 in a pack, and 8 through 12 in another pack, and then 13 to 18th in a pack. 19th is dragging behind. Tires are looking good. Fuel is looking good. We're doing well. As a matter of fact, the guy in 2nd spot, his tires are thrashed. So, we probably don't have to pit here. As a matter of fact, conserve your fuel a little bit. Might give him a chance to get around you, but I want to make it around another couple laps without having to pit. You know what? Screw it. Get back up in there. Ah, you lost it. Ah, you got it back. He's got to be thrashing his tires to do that. Oh, there he goes. As you thrash your tires, you're going to lose speed. So, guy currently in 2nd has nice soft tires, so it's going to be tough. I mean, we're going to be able to maintain because we have super softs, but he's going to be able to lap later. All right, we might have to come in for a lap after this one. At least with Rogers, we might. The guy in 3rd has to pit. I mean, those tires are absolutely thrashed. We're going to see a lot of people coming off here in the next lap or so. All right, so after this, I'm going to go ahead and pit. All right, what do we got? Okay, so he's happy because he just took a place. All right. I think we need to pit here, but I have to think about my strategy. I don't want to run out of fuel. We're on the 13th lap. We've got 8 laps ahead of us, including this one makes 9. So we're going to want to have 9 laps of fuel. I figure we fill up here with Rogers. So we're going to go ahead and pit. And I don't want to have to pit again. So I'm going to take some just normal soft tires here. And we're going to fill this guy up. It's going to be 12 seconds for the pit. Continue with that. And pit. Now, Mustafa, I might keep out one more lap. I think he can hang and handle it. So let's just go ahead. At this point, we know we're going to be pitting. So Rogers, just flog the crap out of your engine. And we'll have Mustafa. You know what? I think we got to pit with Mustafa. Oh, no, actually, I was reading that wrong. Mustafa's tires are okay. We're pitting here with Rogers. We got to have a good pit. We've got a nice lead, but it's all going to rely upon his quick pit. All right, we're in third with Mustafa. Good stuff. All right. Mustafa, I need you to pit now. And I don't think we can go too aggressive with his burning of fuel. So I'm going to fill you up on fuel. That should be plenty. Pitch strategy, just normal. Looks good. Rogers, go ahead and back off on your engine. Don't know if you're going to be able make it around or not with how much fuel you have in the tank. Got 9 probably, but we're gonna have to be more conservative, I think. Okay, now the guys in front of Mustafa, guy in first doesn't have to pit, but the guy in second is already queued to pit, so we know he's doing it. So Rogers is going to be going last game. No more pitting. He is going to have to endure. Endurance game is, I guess, the better way of saying that. Makes a little bit more sense. All right, we're in third and we're challenging here. It was a little low. We're going to back off on the engine. We know we're coming in for a pit. But I want to see what we get here. All right, we got 9 laps. That should be plenty. Let's go ahead and flog here. I think we can probably afford to flog with Rogers. So let's do that. We're going to have to watch the fuel gauges closely here. Rogers got his tires. He's got his fuel. He's got to make them last. As a matter of fact, I'm going to back off on that engine until we're sure he can make it around. Mustafa, we might pit, so... Alright, the guy in first just pit, so we're going to get first here. Here we go. Hey, Rogers, you got to do it for me, buddy. I'm watching Mustafa's fuel closely. We're telling him to burn fuel. He's battling for 7th. He's close in that battle. We want to give him that opportunity. Car in second is beat up. Guy in second place has good tires. Matter of fact, most of the guys on the track right now have good tires, so we can't rely on any of that. All right, when I drop down... All right, I think we're okay with Mustafa. Again, I'm going to keep a close eye on him. I really don't think we have much wiggle room with Rogers. We'll probably have him do a last-second flog, but much more than that I think would be unwise. We're not going to run out of fuel this time, boys. Not when we've got first. Okay, we got 7th. We won that battle. Mustafa's battling here. So is Rogers. It's going to be hard for Rogers to fight this guy off. Matter of fact, you might lose more places than that. Because here's the guy on your butt for 3rd. Although he just got overtaken, giving you a little bit of a gap. Alright, how are we doing on your fuel? Still okay? We're battling for 2nd here. It's very close. I'm telling Rogers to be conservative here, so that's causing him some issues. Keeping these guys off his butt. They've got faster tires. And they're probably pushing it. I can tell the guy behind me is pushing it because his tires are not great. We might lose another position here. Yeah, we just did. Rogers, come on. You can do it. Get that place back. Don't lose 4th. Ah, that guy just blitzed past. All right, Mustafa is coming in. He just took 6th. That's going to give Rogers some wiggle room. Okay, I'm going to probably tell Mustafa to back off the engine here soon. Matter of fact, it's probably about time for me to start telling Rogers to push here. Because we got 2 laps to go. And it was looking good. Alright. We gotta conserve fuel here, I think. I'm just not sure. We also can't pit. At least not in my mind we can't. But we gotta live on these tires. Alright, I got faith. In 6th and 7th, I have faith we can keep it. Everybody's tires are going to be a little abused at the end of the race here. We might be able to make up some ground. Ooh, this guy's smoking. He's probably going to go out. Come on, you can take him. He's in trouble. There we go. 5th and 6th. And we got to watch this guy in 7th, though. He's coming up on our butts. He's going to take Mustafa. And I think he's going to have Rogers here, too. Somebody's out of fuel. I don't know, is this the last lap? I'm a little bit confused. Or is it next lap? Because as if this is the last lap, I should be flogging now. If it's not, that doesn't matter. We don't have anybody behind us that close that I think it's going to matter. Matter of fact, we might have the guy in 4th. All right, that's it. Pleasing result. We had 1st there for a long time, but unfortunately, we weren't able to hold it. We had to go conservative there. I mean, we had less than a half a lap of fuel in Rogers' tank. If he had pushed it any harder than that, he wouldn't have had any fuel in there. Mustafa, same thing. We had less than a lap's worth of fuel. Maybe we could have pushed it a little bit at the end, but all it would have gave him was 5th rather than 6th. Good race. Very good race. I didn't expect much from this team, and this is the best race we've had all year. I expect we might jump up in positions here quite a bit, because that's going to give us quite a lot of points. Good job, boys. Good job. All right. Well, we managed to get around with only 2 pits. That is pretty much the average for this track. It seems like there's a couple guys that did more than that. But everybody that was top here, they all did 2 pits. This guy did 0, but that's because he died in a crash. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and continue here. Let's see what the results are. We shouldn't have any problems with this. We don't do anything crazy, breaking rules. All right, so we're going to be going up in points here, getting 5th and 6th, getting 16 and 15 points. So let's see how that has changed our standing. So Rogers is up to 11th, and Mustafa's up to 12th. Maybe Rogers back into 11th. Let's see what championship's looking like. Yeah, we're back into 6th. We got a 10-point lead. And a 14-point lead on the team in 18th. Now, the team in 5th has a huge lead on us. It's going to be hard to overcome them. I think competing in last place is probably unlikely for us. ZRT Motorsport's actually doing better than they're projected. Dragon Race Team, I think, not doing as well as they're projected to do. In any case, let's go ahead and move on here. Okay. Yep, strong result. I agree. Yep, I am definitely delighted. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and come in here, get what cash we're going to get for a race day. See, if we'd gone a little bit more aggressive with our sponsorship thing, we would have gotten more cash, but I didn't expect to do as well as we did. All right, we're getting some stat bonuses here for Mustafa here. Good confidence builder and the mechanics. We're looking at 18 and 19%. Okay. Not much more money than normal, but that's okay. All right, well, got to be pleased with those results for a team like this. All right, nothing that has anything to do with us. Okay. And car condition update, not too bad, 12 hours to repair. Pretty pleased with that. Well, let's go ahead and move until we have the repairs, which we should then pause on. Okay, we got rumors on Claudia Dreyfus's departure. But, okay, I don't know who that is. Let's see who that is. Okay, well, it's a good driver. Nice and young. I don't know if we could afford her. But it'd be nice to pick her up, that's for sure. She's fearless, and she's a house of fire. What does that mean? Oh, it's on the house fire. Oh, okay, I got it. I lost everything. Well, we'll approach her, but I have a feeling she doesn't want to talk to me. Nope. All right. I mean, she's a good driver. I'd love to pick her up, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. As a matter of fact, she'd be our #1 driver if we got her. Scouting report finished on Sergio Valdez. That is the guy that is the top dog for CRT, and he's a little out of our league. That's the one thing about ZRT that is good, is they have a really excellent driver, although he looks like he's got his face all messed up. What happened to him? Fight with a teammate. Yeah, the problem with him is he is a little selfish, spoiled brat, and he's very talented, but he's, you know, a little bit of a loose cannon, and as you can see, he got his face all messed up when one of his teammates obviously mashed his face in. All right, what else we got? Car repair finished. Let's go to our cars. All right, we have enough money to get headquarter upgrade. How are we doing as a team? So staff still needs improved. Drivers, we're actually above average now for drivers. And cars, We're improving that. We're trying to. Sponsors, we're doing pretty good. We're above average there. Staff, we're still behind, but that's okay. Let's go to our headquarters, though. And let's think about building a new facility. So what does this do for us? This gives us another hidden driver. All right, the scouting facility unlocks more unscouted drivers from different championships. The variety of drivers also improves with each upgrade. That sounds pretty good. Maybe not something we need right away, though. Not sure on that. We'll evaluate that. We need to upgrade our design center before we can do a lot of these things. Track. What does this do? The test track unlocks components for engine part development and gives your drivers the chance to work on their overtaking skills as well as their cornering. Okay, so that improves driver skill. Telemetry center. Again, improving things, except gearbox this time. And then we've got brake facility. Telemetry center might be a good pickup for us. And then next thing we've got is a forecasting center, which would give us better weather information. I think we go with the scouting facility here, though. Oh, you know what? I'll make my decision in the next video because this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.